Hello. How are you?
I'm fine.
Beautiful day at the lake, isn't it?
Yes.
Mind if I share your beach?
Oh, please join me.
Oh, thanks. So, have you ever heard of anything called the Kundalini?
Indeed I have.
What do you know about it?
I know that it is a powerful presence within us of the divine creator who has made us, and the creator is there within us wanting to be expressed and to awaken, to be part of our expression here, our life.
How do you know that?
I know that from my own experience, and also from some reading that I've done, and from my connection with
What happened with your experience? How did your experience show you that?
My experience began 3 summers ago when I picked up an article from a contemporary magazine in my city, and there was a teacher there, a Kundalini teacher, who was being interviewed, and I had heard the word once before that. And as I was reading the article, it touched something in me deeply, and about something that had been my search all my life. And it was for a deeper connection with God, as I have always spoken of this divine creator. And there was a wonderful article on service, which has been also part of my life forever, and a short ad of a seminar. So I read that. I saw a documentary film on Kundalini, and it began to teach me about this divine energy. And I signed up and attended the seminar.
Well, you're saying that the seminar actually worked?
Yes, the seminar began what is called an activation, which is for...
Activation of what?
Activation of the energy, divine energy of Kundalini. And it's an activation of interest and desire and being drawn more and more towards that. My second wise thing was staying in touch with the teacher of the seminar, in which I had the experience of someone who had been through all of this and who was available to help others. And I have stayed connected with him and received his guidance and knowledge when I'm not clear about things, or I don't know what's next for me to do in my Kundalini journey. And one of the simplest ways of speaking of this energy of the Creator is that it is energy of a very high nature. It is not anything of the energy that we're familiar with. So I learned that this Kundalini, the Creator has placed itself in every one of us here in our bodies, in the lower vertebra of our tailbone, and that was all news to me.
Okay, all right.
And the way that has been experienced for 10,000 years by people in every culture and every religion is where the word Kundalini came from, as the experience of something being coiled up and then rising in the person's body. So that for that to happen, and when that happens, again, it's a much higher energy. And I am aware that my body needs to be prepared for the experience of that energy, to receive that energy. Huge difference in the volts, so to speak.
You seem to know quite a bit about the Kundalini.
Well, I'm very grateful, because the experience of it is, again, an energy, and it is an awareness. And it comes to me in guidance in intuition and coincidences.
Did it come to you here at the lake?
Yes, very much so, in nature. I was just out yesterday several times in the garden, just being present to the beautiful flowers that were there, the roses and the daffodils, and that for sure. And I think mystics were people who have been aware of this and tried to explain it. Teresa of Avila, St. John of the Cross, poets like Rumi. So that this presence of God is experienced and desired, I do believe, by every human being.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Rosemary. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for letting me share your beach.